Shadow AOEDE Germany in just a minute. They should be slightly closer than previous games in this tournament, but most likely it'll still be a 2-0, considering Vertex and Mark are much better overall. Seems like we have Coastal as the map, yes. And civs are relatively equal, but yeah, the situation with the water here is pretty bad actually for a Shadow Header. Although there is a lot of fish, but yeah, don't compare to the deep fish that Vertex and Mark have. Slightly late granary from Genie. Decent granary from Radical. Late from Vertex too. Seems like he'll be idling a bit. And Mork seems fine. Yeah, that's rough for Vertex. He's pretty late on his villager there. Yeah, same with Genie. Alright. So it's one crossing here, and then these guys are sharing land. So it's pretty interesting. There could be one dock here and one dock here to block, but it won't really be useful as it's deep between teammates. Yeah, pretty nice map for Vertex. 2 shorefish he can take with a good wood pit. I would like Radical to just maybe play Singers or something and try to wall all of this section off. That would be really good for him because he has all his food in the back and everything. As for Genie, his map's a bit rougher. If I had all the info, I would probably go for some kind of X-Rush and try to wall into this area. Then try to take the C, but yeah, he'll have to find it first. Hope he doesn't dock here. That'll be really bad for him. Seems like Genie got housed a bit. Yeah, that's really rough. He's 3 villagers and a half behind. Oh yeah. There we go. That should be better. That's a bit low. There we go. It's nice from work. He should have a decent click. Yeah. He saw a lot of villagers on wood though, so I hope he pits here. That'd be really good for him. Yes, a lot of shorefish. He can play C and be safe. That's a rough pit, I think. It's really not very safe at all. Oh, that's really nice map actually for a Radical. It's a lot of elephants and yeah, okay, he did find these, yeah. Yeah, no forward villagers, except for Vertex, as usual. Let's see. Vertex is kind of late, it seems. Some idle villagers. He didn't pit here either. It's hard. Okay, yeah, it seems like Mark will try to go greedy. And yeah, he might be able to, but still needs another dock here and 2 houses, which will be kind of expensive. Genie is also kind of late. Let's see what he'll try to do. It seems like he wants to go slingers. That's a barracks he deleted, for sure. Let's see what Mark's up to. I didn't get the shortfish bit. Don't like that. And he's kind of putting himself into a somewhat rough situation. Because there's not much wood at all. Like if he gets into a sea war against Genie, then he'll run out of wood. And if he doesn't win the water then he'll probably lose because he can't actually expand safely. Seems like Radical's gonna rush. He's kind of late. Vertex is already fully walled. He should be able to get in though, eventually. If he just makes a few slingers behind it, he should be able to get in. And the thing is, Vertex is pretty stuck in this corner. Like, yeah, it'll be hard for him to just... Yeah, he can't run this way because there's water, and he can't really run here either. Let's see. Is he getting wall tech in time? Yeah, he is. Yeah. It's a really nice wall from Radical, actually. He'll be completely safe. And he still has a lot of food inside. Yeah, he's even 2 more elephants there. A decent dock. Yeah, I think Radical will come out on top on this side. As long as he adds some slingers. Oh, I see. Vertex is making slingers. Yeah, that'll be rough for Radical, actually. I don't think Radical has... Yeah, he doesn't have any stone. He is mining now, though, but he has to wall these houses very fast. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what Genie's trying to do. It's only 1 barracks. I guess he wants a bronze bandit, but yeah. It'll be inferior to what Mark's doing, which is going up more greedy. Mark should probably... No, he's not bronzing yet, actually. But yeah, Mark will find all the water here, and he can make a shit ton of fishing boats. Genie will have to go out and dock somewhere around here or something, if he wants to continue fishing. Yeah, I guess he just mid-slingers to scout out. He's not making any more at this point. Yeah, seems rough here. And Radical is actually in. That'll be hard for Vertex, I think. He'll be pushed up off the stone, which is... Yeah, he only has first stone, so he can't really continue this push very much. And he can't really run either here, actually. Because Radical's just camping. Might actually be really hard for him. Yeah, and Radical actually won the sea also. So I think what he has to do is he has to try to chase all these villagers, which Vertex will probably try to send up here. And then he'll have to try to clear himself with axers against the slingers. But it'll be hard, probably. Genie hasn't really found anything. And I think Mark should be going up now, yeah. But Genie's not that far behind, actually, so should actually be fine. I think he'll lose the sea, but he can probably get something done if he goes mass compy or something in Brahms. Yeah, Radical really needs something soon. He should have sent all the axers back to home to clear this, but yeah, it's a bit late now. He'll have to run out, maybe just go on this side of the wood line. That's something I feel like people do way too often. They're scared of sending their axers home because they want to get value at the enemy base. Let's see. Yeah, Radical's in a very hard spot now. He does have this small fishing area here, but I don't think it'll last very long. Vertex, yeah, Vertex is already making ship. Seems like Vertex, Oh, okay, here he is, yeah. Yeah, you can have a safe area here, actually. He needs to kind of wall, like, down here. Then he can wall there, and he can be kind of safe. But eventually Vertex can get in there, though. Let's see what's going on here. Genie's going up, stable. I don't know if I like that. I think he should know now that there's big deep at 3 o'clock. But I'm not sure he can actually do anything about it. It's very hard for Radical. Yeah, and now Vertex should be taking back the C, which will probably spell the end for them. Genie is taking into Compy probably though, which might be decent, but I don't think it'll be enough. Equals still relatively close, so if Genie manages to kill Mork somehow with Compies, then I think they'll be able to win the game, since Vertex isn't in a position to bronze anytime. Gonna lose one villager. Hopefully he doesn't lose more. He's gonna lose all of them, I think. Maybe he can keep them alive, but... No, at this point he can't actually make any compies or anything. And he needs another stable if he's gonna actually take control of this area. So I don't think there's a chance at this point. He's also found the water, which is it's most of his food income. Yeah, Vertex on the sea. He's clearing his base. Should be able to start pumping villagers as he is. And yeah, should be at like 50 pop in like 3 minutes, something. Radical, yeah, it's a very rough spot. He doesn't have much villagers at all, it seems. I think he's down to like, yeah, probably like 10 villagers, something. Yes, coastal. Yeah, Genie is making compies, or yeah, improved bowman for now, but yeah, he won't have the mass in time. Mark can probably iron before he has even like 30 compies or anything, so it's really no chance. And he also found the gold here, which is very hard for Genie. Should be able to get this gold out of range though, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, he also has this one actually. Yeah, Vertex booming up. Can add another dock like here or something, which seems like he's gonna do. Should make a grounder here, rally villagers to it. Should be bronze really soon. Yeah, and now Mork will probably make a transport, I think. Nah. It is decent from Genie, but he doesn't have enough still. He does have decent upgrades, but yeah, he needs more numbers if he's gonna do anything. Mark's just pulling ahead way too much. There's no way. Mark can just make like 5 more ships to this crossing and Genie can never cross it for another like 5 minutes. Sounds like Radical's looking for something. Yeah, that's over. Yeah, I mean, it was a decent start from Radical, but he couldn't really convert on it. He just needed to have something more at home and be able to send something back to clear it. And on Genie's side, he just wasn't active enough, I think. Like, he either needs to have like a really good fish boom and a bronze, or he needs to have like, yeah, some pressure on Mark's base that actually can do something. Like, if he had like, I don't know, like 10, 15 slingers here, he could probably force Mark into a hard situation because he can't bronze just yet. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Yeah, it's best of 3. Yes, Markinton. This is our German team, so slightly weaker, you could say, but they're decent. I think also Radical hasn't been playing much at all lately, so he's not very strong. But he did play pretty well that game. I think the best chance for Shadow Hydra in this situation is probably a kind of map where Radical is free to boom. Because I think, yeah, I think that's the only chance really to have. Let's see, this map, Medit. So, it's a very nice map actually for Mark. He can house wall this with like, oh, game crashed. Unlucky. I think everyone crashed though. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like Shadow Hydra actually called a restart that game. So that's convenient for me.
Yes.
Alright, since we have Medit again, yeah, just starting out, that's a really nice one dock block. I think Radical might actually want to do that. Oh, it's to his teammate actually. Never mind. Good dock block, kinda here. You make one house, one dock, two houses. It's pretty good, but yeah. I don't like this. It's too much walk time. Basically needs one villager on this one villager between these two, one villager here, one villager on this side, and then one here. Can also do two on this one, but they'll run out. Nah, I don't like this either. Should just put it next to it and squeeze them in. Ooh, that's actually really annoying. And his gazelle is also bugged. Yeah, he has to pit that, and then he has to find his berry as well. Otherwise, he'll just be completely dead. Could also find this elephant actually. Don't think he can go for a shorter spit. It's probably a bit too far. Oh yeah, score. Radical's 15 seconds behind on the queue. Not too bad. Genie is, yeah, it's like 10 seconds behind Vertex. Okay, Vertex is like, yeah, almost a whole villager behind. Now let's see Mork. Yeah, that's that's hard, but he's palmy, but yeah, still very hard, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I like this from Radical. It's probably actually better to do the house and dock around here than up here. Because if you do it up here, then it's probably likely that Mark might already have a builder in, and it's too much like area to try to like house scan for buildings or whatever. So yeah, it's very good. On this side, yeah, I kind of like the map for Genie. You should make dock around here, house, or yeah, he needs two houses here. Then yeah, one house here, two houses here. It's pretty easy. Let's see. Yeah, decent pit time. Not perfect, but pretty good. It's hard to get sold here though, to be honest. And he doesn't. Okay, he does have elephants, yeah. It's actually a good amount of them, if he actually finds them. And Mark did find the elephants here actually. That's very good for him. Let's see. So, 3 villagers on wood for Mark. Probably no early dock. Vertex, 8, 7, yeah. I mean, only 4 actually. So, he can dock and then make like 2 or 3 fishing boats and click up with 20 villagers. He did lose a villager actually. Didn't realize there was a crossing here. Makes it harder for Genie. Can actually not really make himself safe. I think the best solution for him is just pit around here and hope that if Vertex wants to paint, he walks this way down instead of going up. Okay. That's decent from Radical. Kind of wastes these houses, but I mean, yeah. And he needs like 4 houses here, I believe. That's nice for Mark, he's fully safe. And a pretty good time per dock. Okay, Mark now has 7 villagers on wood, which, yeah, it's good. He'll probably click up around like 8:20 or something like that. I don't think he'll be too fast. Yeah, I wonder what Vertex wants to do. He has so much on wood, but he also, yeah, he's not making any more villagers. Yeah, I think that's gonna be really bad for Vertex. Like, yeah. Let's see what Genie's up to. Okay, Genie already collects. That's really good for him. Question now is if he can actually get a painter across, because I think Vertex will be pretty fast at walling this, even if it's just a house wall. Okay, he's sending painters now. It's good. Yeah, this is the kind of situation I was talking about before, which is if Radical's allowed to play free and pretty much boom, then I think they'll be in a really good spot. Vertex only now clicking. Yeah, that's really, really bad. I think Genie's up in like 5 seconds. Yeah, pretty much. So if Genie just makes 2 barracks, but it seems like he'll go for a stable maybe? Maybe archery range? I hope he doesn't go for a stable, to be honest. Ah, he is going for a stable. He does find Vertex Painter again, which is really good. He's able to wall this really fast and wall around here. It's probably gonna mean he can freely fish boom and everything. It's pretty nice pit for Vertex here. Let's see on the water. Okay, yeah, Mark was even later than I thought. Let's see what... Yeah, Radical will be much faster. Might be actually be rough for Mark as well. At this point, if they were equal skilled players, I would probably favor Shadow Hydra by a lot. But could always be a chance for them to pull back due to micro and other stuff like that. Genie needs to find this. Yeah, that's very good. He needs to just go in. He needs to ignore the villager, I think. Because he... Vertex... Okay. Yeah. Now Vertex might be able to actually stonewall that. It'll be hard. But Genie can also run into Mark's land, which might be hard for Mark to deal with. On top of the sea fights. Let's see. 2 docks for Radical. He should probably go up to another one, but yeah. Yeah, at this point Genie just needs to go straight towards Mark, and I hope he doesn't wall in time. Does have a very safe land now, which is actually very good. Safe wood, safe food. Needs a dock as well though. Yeah, he does have a dock actually, but yeah. Yeah, it's good from Genie, make a range, but I don't think he'll achieve anything, or achieve enough at least. He really needs to go towards Mark. Mark has a wall now though, actually. Let's see. First engagement. Let's see. Okay, Mark's much closer to bronzing than Radical. He also has 3 docks versus only 2. But I don't think he has just enough to pump all of the docks just yet. A lost villager. It's hard. Yeah, Radical needs... Yeah, I'm not sure really what his plan was. You kind of need to either focus towards bronzing or need to focus towards like outmassing to begin with. Let's see. Genie is producing villagers, which is very good. I think he needs to realize though that his land is much safer than he thinks. I'm not sure he has explored this far, and this far. So he might not actually know how safe his land is. Genie could get in here if he deletes the straggler, kills the house, which Vertex probably won't react to. But yeah, at this point, yeah, it'll be hard, because Vertex is on the sea, fighting against Radical as well. And Genie's mostly just defending, because he built the docks so defensively. Genie is massing up. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Radical is able to click up now, and Mark as well. Let's see, he should be building. Yeah, he just built the stable. Should be clicking up now. Okay, that's actually good for Shadow Hydra, that Vertex isn't helping Mark. Because if they both went together towards Genie, or Radical I mean, then yeah, that might be really hard for them. But yeah, Genie needs to try to speed build another dock around here. That's good repair. Should target this one though. Radical up to 3 docks. Yeah, I'm not sure if he can ever get in here, to be honest. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's the situation I was talking about. Radical 3-2, well, yeah, technically boom, and yeah, he'll do that very well, even against very good players like Mark. Yeah, Genie needs to kind of stop trying this, to be honest. His scouts aren't really gonna get any value. He just needs to focus on the water, which at this point is in a rough spot. Let's see. This might be hard for Radical. Seems like he'll get sandwiched. Yeah, Mark has like 5 more ships. Let's see. Mark's a bit faster on the upgrade as well, which yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about this game actually. I think they don't really have a chance anymore. Unless like Genie gets in here, gets like, I don't know, like 15 villager kills or something, I don't think there's a chance. But the civs are decent. Like if Radical is still able to boom on land and everything, then there might be a chance, but I don't think so. He doesn't really have any natural food, which you kinda need if you're gonna try to reboom after losing C. So, yeah, I think this is over, sadly. Yeah, at this point I don't think there's much they can do. Mark will make a transport, or just make stables here. Make camels, breaks this area, and then it'll be very hard for Radical. If there were to be a chance, then Radical probably needed like, I don't know, like 1 full berry, maybe another like gazelle pack or something, and pit those with TCs, and then maybe play like towers and swordsmen just defensively. But yeah, I don't think there's a chance. He is trying to mass up ships at the bottom, but it's too late now. The only good factor at this point is that Mark's boom is pretty rough, let's say. 2 TC, 2 villagers and food. Just clear this small area here, but it doesn't achieve too much. Would be good if Genie just gets pit here, takes all these fish quickly. With like 10 villagers. He can bronze or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, Genie's slightly ahead when it comes to bronze time, but don't think it'll matter. Unless he gets the siege workshop instantly, I don't think it'll matter. And the main point of this game really is, like, if they're gonna have a chance, Radical has to survive for the next like 10 minutes, which is, I don't think, possible. Like, it is possible that Genie, with his farm econ and everything, can make like either stables, get siege workshop, get in here, kill vertex, or compies, but yeah, it won't be in time. But at time mark will be 100 villagers and iron. Genie does click up, and they have a few ships here. Radical going, looking for fishing boats, I think. Mark does have a good amount of ships here now to defend. Seems like Mark might be just content to just boom it out against Radical, which might actually give them somewhat of a chance. Because at this point, Radical's actually being able to boom a lot. I think something that would be good for him is maybe make a TC here or something, take stone, just wall straight down here, and maybe straight here. Might give him a chance. This distraction of the sea is pretty good though. He is making some defensive units. I think it's much better though to make swordmen and try to funnel the enemy units into like a choke point or something like that. Obviously you can't play swordsmen against camels if you're just running around, but yeah. Yeah, at this point Radical's in a much better position than Mark, but the problem is Mark can transport, so. Let's see what Genie will try to do. He sent his 4 builders there. Making a knight, or cab. But, yeah. I think the issue is Genie hasn't explored properly. He should know about like how safe his map is. Then he could expand up here also. At some point during like, I don't know, like when you're close to bronzing, you have really good Furika. You could just make like 1 singer or 1 archer, just explore the map, I think. Pretty underused. Let's see. Okay, Mark's going into compies, which, yeah, I don't like that at all, actually. I think what he'll do is he'll transport them over and he'll defend with the ships, which is actually pretty good, but yeah. If Genie just, or Radical just takes stone, makes towers, then yeah, the compies will be really slow at doing anything, because they can't really clear the towers at all. Yeah, Vertex isn't really outscaling Genie that much. So I think, yeah, if Genie just booms a bit himself, then yeah, might be a decent spot. He does need to make like compies or something to defend though. Because he can't really, like this crossing the slope and yeah, can just transport at any points. Yeah, I don't know, it's getting a bit scary for Mark. I don't know why he hasn't done anything just yet. Like, yeah, I guess maybe Radical managed to kill some fishing boats, which slowed down his Sudika. But yeah, I think if he just landed, made some camels, just annoyed them a bit, I think that would be really good. Instead of just playing defensively. It's good from Genie, but maybe it's too late. But it seems like he might actually get it up enough at least. He still needs to make compies or something. Let's see. Okay, Radical's actually almost up, and he's making new docks. Yeah, I think that's really good, actually. But I don't think he'll have enough to fight the sea. I think his best bet is just camping down here, using like the small choke point. And then eventually when he gets trireme, then he can outrange all of the other ships and he can get a better fight, even though he has much less ships. He is redocking here though, which yeah, it's very good. At this point, I think what decides it is whether Genie can survive against Vertex for the next few minutes. If he can do that, then I think they're in very good spots. Yeah, this is really good actually from Radical. Since he made this many docks, then Mark probably won't think that he'll make new docks somewhere else instantly. If he gets 10 ships here, gets the upgrades, that'll be really good. Mark is getting up now also though. Let's see. Yeah, he has the upgrade now. That's very good. So this is a few too many ships though. He can start making a few ships here actually. It's only it's 9 ships and one is low HP. I think also though he needs to just keep booming and eventually just turn into Swordman and maybe also try to get Helopolis. Because I don't think fighting the water is such a good idea. You have much better units on the land and giving him time by playing the water is pretty bad. But might still have a chance if he makes ships here. Yeah, Jonas, it is very expensive and everything, but I've seen Murk do it so much, the transporting compies across the map especially. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Genie has a very good food eco, but he needs compies. A lot of them. I think also, that's actually really hard. I think, it's a very hard situation to be honest. If anything, then probably Radical would need to make 5 barracks in Genie's land, make some swordmen, try to clear this out, but yeah. I don't think he'll have enough eco to do everything at the same time. Yeah, GG gets called. Yeah, it looked like they had a chance, but I think Radical showed his hand too early on the water. Yeah, with a few different decisions, Genie, for example, not making scouts, and instead of maybe either just going axers and then slingers, or just going straight slingers, or just going with the scouts and then just playing for water completely and balancing economy around that. If either of those things were done, I think this would have been a much different game. But yeah, GG. Yeah, around this point they were ahead. Alright, so I'll turn off the stream now. I'll stream again if there's another game at some point.